An equation that states that two ratios are equal is called a proportion. Here we can see a proportion. Notice the ratio on the left equals the ratio on the right. And here we have some more vocabulary: extremes and means. Notice when our ratio is written in the form on the left, 2 to 3 equals 4 to 6. The extremes are the values on the outside, so our initial and then our ending value. The means are the values on the inside, the second value from the first ratio and the first value from the second ratio. When they're written in fraction form as shown at the right, the extremes are 2 and 6 in this case, and the means are 3 and 4. Take note, the cross products property. In words it says, in a proportion, the product of the extremes equals the product of the means. In other words, the cross products are equivalent. In symbols, we can say if A over B equals C over D, where B and D do not equal 0, then AD equals BC. An example, in the proportion 2/3 equals 4/6, 2 times 6 equals 3 times 4, and we can verify that 12 equals 12. If a proportion contains a variable, you can solve the proportion to find the value of the variable. Problem 4, solving a proportion. This one uses some algebra. What is the solution of each proportion? First, A, 6 over x equals 5 over 4. We'll use the cross products property, which tells us 6 times 4 equals 5 times x. Simplify and find that x equals 24/5. So the solution is 24/5. B, y plus 4 over 9 equals y over 3. So notice here we have a variable in two locations and an expression with two terms as the numerator of our ratio on the left. We still use the cross products property. We'll state that 3 times the quantity y plus 4 equals 9 times y. And then we'll simplify the equation using algebra, distributing 3, subtracting 3y from each side, and finally dividing each side by 6. We'll find here the solution is 2. Your turn. Part A. What is the solution of the proportion 9/2 equals a over 14? And part B. What is the solution of the proportion 15 over m plus 1 equals 3 over m?